What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Rock is a Lady's Modesty, this time with episode 4. Not butchering that name finally. Last episode was a good one. Set out the kind of premise of what we want from the band, kind of attending that. I can't remember what they called it, but like Summer Sonia kind of esque from your boy Kong Ming, kind of big festival. Hopefully you might attend that. Of course, we do see 2 additional members in the opening, so I'm looking forward to meeting them at some point. But we did see a bit more of, I think it says Susanomia. The names, again, I'm not great at, but we saw a little bit too of her family, her mother and her sister especially, who we've just continued to see throughout the episodes that they just, yeah, they're not real family, and the pink one absolutely hates her. So yeah, looking forward to seeing more of that today. Let me know what you guys think about this episode in the comments though. Leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. Okay. She just joined the family. And only for me and my father. Again, I can kind of get behind her feelings from the little we've catch from her so far. That's not that bad. I wonder if any of these skills do transfer. I mean, I mentioned last week I did play violin. I was never very good at it, and I did try and take up guitar. And obviously, for me, none of the skills moved over. But I imagine there probably is some certain kind of skills that you do take, like rhythmically, perhaps, and more in your head and how you hear things. Skills that transfer over from violin to guitar or guitar to violin. But yeah, it didn't help me. I was never good at either. I was never good at any instrument. Again, apart from the Guitar Hero, which I was really good at. I did. I wasn't as good at it, but I did like playing a bit of DJ Hero as well with the whole spinnies. But I could never get on like the highest difficulty on that on DJ Hero or anything. Did have some really good songs in there though. That's where a lot of my music taste was built upon things like Guitar Hero, to be honest. Opened me up to a whole new like genre of music. Remember especially from 3, there was a lot of songs I really loved, like one from Metallica. That was one that really stuck out to me. I think there was like a battle song as well that I really liked with one of like Rage Against the Machine, I think it is. And through the through the fire of flames, of course. I could never play that one on expert. I had to go on hard mode for that one, which is crazy because I think there was a viral video recently of a guy playing it at like 2 times speed or like, yeah, something crazy. Yeah, I think it's fair to say the pink girl sees through her charades, doesn't she? But honestly, from her position, I'd be happy with the silent treatment considering the faces she keeps making at you. It's like some kind of wild beast. Yeah, it must piss you off to keep hearing all this. Again, I can kind of get behind her feelings. Uncouth. I don't even really know what that word means. It's just a fancy word for bad. So all I know it as. I don't actually know what it means. That was a bit dodgy. He seemed really nice up until now. It's a difficult one, really. It's like she wants her daughter to like conform to what she should be as someone under this, like as a daughter of someone under this family name, but I don't know. I mean, I don't think she. It's tough. It's a tough one, isn't it? It's like I think that's the natural kind of parent thing to do, but sometimes, yeah, I don't know. It's clearly restraining her a bit, isn't it? We see the absolute passion she gives out when she's performing her actual kind of guitar and what she actually loves, and it's like it's so different to these scenes, isn't it? Vibe wise, and yeah, it's just not her. It's just kind of brainwashing her daughter a little bit, and she probably thinks it's for her own good, and it's for this mother's good. But is it actually? I don't think so. That's not just with hobbies and stuff like this. When you bottle away anything, it just gives you that image in your head of something just like imploding. Like eventually it'll just explode, and yeah. I kind of like see it as like a glass bottle in there as like a little bit like a ball of meat in there, we'll say, for example, and that ball keeps bottling away, and it just keeps growing until the bottle starts cracking and eventually exploding. So we don't see the new her father-in-law. I think that's the name for it. We don't see his kind of view on her. I mean, he hasn't seen her be uncouth, but I wonder what he would actually like. Would he allow her to just be herself? At the end of the day, they're doing all this to kind of conform to their name and to his side of things. So I don't know. Okay, there are actually apps for things like that. I can imagine on the internet somewhere you'd find something of that sort, but I've never heard anything like this. Well, a trial by fire, of course. Well, then we know they're not meant for the group. And she does really speak about it quite passionately, doesn't she? and it's never really like from the blonde girl. It's never really seen as sexual, but I don't know if it's the subtitles, but yeah, it's never like addressed in the show how sexual she makes it sound. So I wonder if the subtitles are maybe going a bit far with that. I can't really tell, but yeah, again, it sure does sound. Yeah, it does sound quite raunchy. That's what's saying, isn't it? Fake it till you make it. Nicole. You can tell a lot about a person from how they treat animals. Yeah. I do get the feeling like this girl is like, again, she's not very nice to our main character, but she doesn't like seem awfully bad. As I said, I can see from her point of view why she would think these things. She isn't like evil or anything. She can be a bit I don't really know how to say it. Um she can be a bit fancy and like a bit like we saw her like interact with one of the maids earlier, and it wasn't like the nicest interaction ever. She can be a bit dismissive, is maybe what I'm saying. But I think that's just how she's been raised. If you're raised in a house like this and a fan of this, I think you're never going to be a bit like that, aren't you? Special treat. But yeah, I think she's a nice girl deep down. Sakurajima. Hmm. Oh, yeah. I don't. I'm not sure this sounds too appetizing, does it? It does kind of sound safe, yeah, but yeah, I guess this is a good like tester. It's not. I don't see this. Obviously, it's no. It's not like any long term thing, though, is it? Yeah, that's the part that stood out to me. Might be a bit too much in that regard. That's the thing. If in a situation like they're going to have to act kind of normal, whereas if they were to add members, they can just be themselves, and the members would have to kind of conform to their craziness. They've kind of got to tone down their craziness for other people in this way. Oh, I love how we haven't even heard anything and they're already sweating. Oh shit! Is the cat taken her to the building? Also, did she just have that on her? The chance encounters. Sure is. It is soundproof, but she can clearly see she's playing guitar. I love the OST is playing right now. Very different style for this show. What the hell? No way. No way they caught on this quickly that she was here. The hell? That was what the hell? Girl's got some kind of sixth sense. What was that about? The Again, do they not like smell a little bit when they're sweating so much? Why aren't they wet? I know it's weird to say, but like the sweat is a slight plot hole in this show. As stupid as that sounds, and it doesn't really matter. Pointing it out. Now, sorry if you can hear my dog barking, by the way. Yeah, she's not that wrong. Not even wrong. Again, how did they switch up so quickly? How did they notice her? Because again, they're soundproof, so they wouldn't have heard her. The only way they could have noticed the Pink Sister is that they saw her. Ah. we got a spy. Okay. I want to see more of that girl. She seemed quite nice. I know it was just a second scene, but that's a nice thing to do. Just like we only saw her for a split second, but just to spend her time just outside, just watching. When this is the first time something's happened, but how long has she been here? How many times has she done this? I mean, we're only 4 episodes in, but and I'm probably going too far with this, but it's like she's a dedicated girl. Like I want to see more of her. want to see what makes her tick, and like, yeah, why is she so what's the word for it? Why is she working so hard? I mean, essentially doing nothing, but like, yeah, why would she do nothing for this long? For her, she's just that big of a fangirl. She's like, she's on the money as well. Like, she's not slacking off. She instantly called her. She must have, because again, that reaction time was way too quick. Interesting. And she just strikes me as the kind of character I'd like as well. The symphonic band. I don't think I've ever heard too many symphonic bands. Definitely heard of one, and I've seen one in like something. But yeah, guess it'll be more clear when we do see them join. You sure was. That what it is? Not drum set, it's something strange. Oh, this girl's definitely got side character design, hasn't she? Midori Festival. Surprised this is not too peasant-like for these girls. Oh, this is where the symphonic band is. Okay. Oh, yeah, it is too peasant-like then. I feel you there. It is quite a fancy place. So yeah, she brought a bass and a guitar. So is playing bass all that different from playing guitar? It doesn't look all that different, but I assume it is. So another question I have is this symphonic band just hire anyone then, right? Because these girls haven't got any real credentials, have they? Oh, that's good, Mara. I usually see things as this again. My only real experience is like the movie Whiplash, and it seemed very harsh in that movie. It seemed very dedicated and harsh and brutal. I did say earlier that they haven't got any credentials, which they don't, but they do have experience in drums and guitar. But again, they haven't actually got any real credentials, have they? Yeah, let's see how this goes. We know they're good. We know they're good by themselves, but it is a bit of a different beast when you're doing something like this, isn't it? Especially when you've got to match people's rhythms. Again, I go to movies like Whiplash that like have such a focus on the rhythm and kind of staying and doing your job and staying in your lane and such. And yeah, it's a different kind of beast. Yeah, good episode today. Saw a lot of the angry sister, and again, I kind of like. She seems quite nice actually, and she's got understandable kind of issues, and yeah, she makes a lot of sense with what she says a lot of the time actually. Did we have the opening today? Yeah, we did. Little Glee Monster. No, it just feels like these episodes go by quite quickly, doesn't it? So it feels like we don't even have an opening. I feel like it's also because the opening perhaps like feels like a part of the episode as well. Oh shit. Oh shit. Red Familia. So they're actually, again, it's quite surprising. Like I said, I mean, this is a fancy place to me, but to these people, this would seem a bit peasant-like, I assume. Like festivals for common people, no chance. Yeah, these girls have come here. What was the actual wording on what she said at the end here? Make that weird face. So yeah, she didn't outwardly say, but yeah, we can assume that she just wanted her to come to this festival with her, listen to music, which is yeah, again, the pink-haired girl, she seems like she does nice things. She's nice to cats. She's nice to these people that she meets. She seems quite nice in general. Again, she's only ever really harsh to her sister, and again, even with that, she's actually like, I think she's almost looking out for her best intentions in a sense. Yeah, I mean, again, it's said very brutally and it hurts, but sometimes the truth does hurt. And yeah, I can't quite find exactly where she said it, but what she said about her putting on the act for her mother and such. Again, from what we saw at the earlier the episode, I thought her mother was actually a nicer person than what she did appear to be in this episode. She did seem very manipulative, and again, especially when like her eyes changed and such, it was very controlling, and yeah, it was just again, it's just like this pink haired girl just seems pretty nice actually. So looking forward to seeing how she reacts next episode, and looking forward to the performance as well. Like I said, it's a bit of a different beast actually performing. So yeah, super excited for that. Let me know what you guys thought about this one in the comments though. Make sure you leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you guys next week with episode 5.